Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are looking at DC Legends Jim Lee Artifact Edition from IDW and DC Comics. So let's get right into it. Okay, so this came out in 2018. This is the IDW Artifact Edition of Jim Lee's artwork from DC. And this came out in 2018, so this is going to be anything up to that point. So I guess the difference between an artifact edition and an artist edition is that the artifact edition contains full issues. So let's get into this, and we have some nice end papers there with a great shot of Batman. Jim Lee draws an awesome Batman. Jim Lee draws an awesome everybody. Jim Lee is largely credited for ushering in probably like the 90s image style because there are Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Love these great enlarged pictures here. This is also including his Wildstorm work because Wildstorm was Jim's branch of Image Comics. However, he sold Wildstorm to DC and came to DC and became like artistic director and vice president. So he's a bigwig at DC, and they have his whole catalog of Wildstorm characters. This looks like it's Gen 13, which was a huge success for Wildstorm and gave J. Scott Campbell his start. Wildcats, Jim's book here. I mean, look at all this crazy lines, and seeing this at full size is really amazing because you can see all the detail and just all the work that Jim puts into his work. He's such an amazing artist. Seems like he does special projects now. Or I mean, he did a run on Justice League and Suicide Squad, and I don't know what he has planned next, but we're still in. This is all early Wildstorm work. This is a Wildcats, his flagship title, the one he launched Image Comics with. So I think it was definitely better drawn than it was written. It seems like none of these, Deathblow, I think is his name, Jim was going through a Frank Miller phase and experimenting with his style and getting away from, less of the details and more of the black and white, like stark images there. Great shot of Gen 13 there. Caitlyn Fairchild. Let's see. More Gen 13. Jim just has such a great, like, classic superhero style. To me, I was thinking about him earlier, and it seems like he's kind of a bridge between the standard comics of the 70s and 80s and, like the newer style in the 90s, the quote-unquote image style. You'll see he does a lot of hatching. This was inked by Scott Williams, his main go-to guy to ink his stuff. They've worked together for years, and they're a great team, so I can see why he definitely, a great inker is definitely something to not take for granted, and if you can have your inker of choice, then you're definitely have the upper hand because it's important to, capture the essence of the penciler's art. Batman done in that sort of Frank Miller style. I'm sure everyone prefers Jim's, superhero style, but that was cool to get a different take on his pencils there. Great shot of Batman. I love how he puts the soles, like all the detail in the soles of the boots. It's little touches like that that, separate somebody from being a good artist to a great artist, I think. A few pouches there, maybe a nod to Rob Liefeld and Cable. I think this is from Batman Deathblow. They did a crossover. Maybe that was the beginning of their relationship. This is from Batman Hush. Great picture of Catwoman being wound up by Poison Ivy's vines there. Poison Ivy and Superman. Hush was great. It was written by Jeff Loeb. It was Jim Lee's first big work for DC, and it was so cool because it featured like all of his villains. Not crazy about Jim's Joker. I don't know why. I just think that like, I love Brian Bolland's Joker. Few people can draw him as well as Brian Bolland, but I'm sure they're out there. Great picture of Batman and Nightwing. Dick Grayson, I always loved that character. Wow, this is a great double page spread of the Bat Cave with the Batmobile in here, looking very much like the one from the TV show, in my mind. Unless it looks different, not upside down. Little dead Robin. Everyone remembers when they killed Robin in the 80s. It's funny, they did a phone-in sort of gimmick that you could either save or kill Robin, and I think fans voted overwhelmingly to kill him. That was the Jason Todd Robin, who now is back as the Red Hood. And oh, we got a gatefold here. And look at that, great. Wow, that was a great triptych cover, gatefold cover that Jim did on his Hush run, Batman. He also did a Superman run, I want to say after, not too long after this. This could be from that with Brian Azzarello. Wasn't too crazy about the story, but it was great to see Jim drawing Superman. And then he's also done a Justice League run, so I guess basically he's done everyone. I would love, I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, so I would love to see him do a run on Wonder Woman. I think that would be awesome. I think that he would just draw the Amazons and all their armor and everything so cool. This looks like it's from Batman and Robin, All-Star Batman and Robin, written by Frank Miller, because I recognize that different-looking Black Canary there. This was a very ill-received book. The art is amazing, but the story is a little whack. Batman was portrayed as basically a psycho, and not in a good way, not in a Wolverine kind of way. He cussed and yelled and hit people, and he looks very angry, but, you know, very cool. Love the Jim Lee art. Black Canary. I'm a sucker for fishnets, so I love Zatanna and Black Canary and anyone else sporting them. Oh, Green Lantern. Jim draws a great Green Lantern. He just draws really iconic looking superheroes very well, with so much detail and so much flair to it. A lot of iconic, they use a lot of his art on the packaging for a lot of the DC Direct toys and things like that, because it's so, you know, timeless and iconic. Oh, that Carrie Kelly Robin from The Dark Knight Returns. This is cool. Actually, the Joker looks really cool there, so I take back what I said. Maybe that was just a weird angle that he was on in that cover. But it looks like Jim did some ink wash here, and that's cool. I love to see artists get arty, if that makes sense. Just, you know, because comic books is very much a job, so you're sitting, you know, at your desk just pumping out page after page after page. So now we're getting into the Superman, and, you know, it's nice when artists just, I don't know, enjoy their talent and show it off a little bit outside of the job. You know, of course it's always, I mean, everyone's dream to play with, you know, DC and Marvel's toys, so, you know, I guess it really shows when you have enthusiasm for it. This is a really cool Metropolis. You can see the Daily Planet in the background. I love how this is very, like, European Mobius, just very tons of line work with no shading or anything, except for in the main figure. A lot of great artistic tricks he's using here. This is from the Superman run. That looks like a big whale. Oh, the Aquaman, perhaps? Yeah. Jim Lee also draws a really cool Aquaman, but he's one of those, like John Byrne and George Perez, who just draws everyone really cool. So, a little retelling of Superman's origin. We get that quite often, along with Batman's origin. If I never have to see Martha Wayne get shot again, it'll be too soon. Lois and Clark there. Pretty Lois Lane. This is a great shot here, whoever he is. I think he was the or the villain from the story, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I read it. A lot of great. I mean, Jim does not phone it in. Look at all that detail. He just puts it in there. And, you know, I said he was largely credited for ushering in the image style. And lots of... This is a perfect example of why you should not learn how to draw from comic book artists. Because, you know, Jim really knows how to draw. He went to art school, I believe. Or maybe he didn't. But either way, he learned how to draw before he developed his own style. And if you just copy that, then you have a lot of bad Jim Lee clones out there that really don't know how to draw. So, and they are out there. It's funny, Jim's still, you know, like #1. I mean, everyone just gets excited when he does a new project. I know I do. Yeah, I'm sure he has some detractors because of the whole image style thing, but haters gonna hate, right? Look at this gorgeous art. Fun Superman armor there. Little exoskeleton. Now, IDW this came out in 2018, that's the third time I've said it, but they're working on now, I believe it's coming out in January of 2021, Jim's work on the X-Men, and that one I'm really excited about because that's when I, along with a lot of other people, really fell in love with Jim's work. Although I was introduced to him on, this is more just general DC Universe stuff. I was introduced to him when he was doing Alpha Flight, where he got his start, and he just showed so much raw potential even back then, and just great draftsmanship. And then he went on to great runs on Punisher, War Journal, and then I believe Wolverine, and then, you know, the X-Men, the Holy Grail. This is, I believe this is when they were launching the New 52. Wonder Woman has pants. That was a big issue there. But luckily, she wound up not having long pants in the end. I don't know why. It seems silly now. I don't think anyone would debate that anymore. Maybe they would. Love is Green Lantern. Now this is making me want to see him do an arc on Green Lantern. That would be really cool. Jim, I mentioned J. Scott Campbell earlier, and you could tell that he was definitely, Jim was definitely a huge influence on him, along with Walt Disney. You can see it in the face and the eyes that he does. Great shot of Darkseid there. Darkseid's just like the greatest villain for DC. I'm really looking forward to his appearance in the HBO Max Justice League Snyder Cut. Hopefully it lives up to the hype and expectation that has been going on for quite some time now. It seems kind of weird that they would even invest so much into that, but if it gives us Darkseid, which I thought should have been the villain to begin with. I mean, who the hell is Armageddon anyway? Wonder Woman in her New 52 costume there. It's funny because I didn't really like the New 52 costume, and then just as they were starting to change it, I suddenly, it had grown on me, and it is a great design. I like the dark colors and the dark boots, the blue boots that they had. It was fun for a change. Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern? Oh no, it's Cal. Great shot of Wonder Woman. See what I mean? He should definitely be doing a run on Wonder Woman, or like just an OGN, original graphic novel, or something like that. Such amazing detail, and just like his composition is so dead on, and the spotting of the blacks. Superman and Wonder Woman. I believe this could possibly be for the cover from the first issue. Oh no, Justice League 12, if I would read. But anyway, so they did wind up launching a Superman Wonder Woman title where apparently they had a relationship. You know, I used to be all for that, but I'm not so sure anymore. Like, just keep the three characters in their own universes. You know, Clark has Lois, Wonder Woman has Steve Trevor, Batman has Robin, Aquaman, or I guess he has Catwoman. They almost got married. But I think superheroes, I'm one of those who thinks superheroes are more exciting if they're not married. But I guess maybe in the case of like Lois and Clark, you know, because they had Jonathan Kent, and he's a cool Superboy. So lots of great stuff here. I think this looks like some, I don't know what that is, but anyway, just beautiful art. I mean, it's like I said, so these artifacts, in case they scan the original art, so it's not just black and white, like it's a color scan, so you can see the actual like pencil marks on the page and the little markings and the notes to the colorist and things like that. It gives you a real in-depth, you know, close-up personal look at what the art really looks like. You know, this is as close as you'll get to holding the art in your hand. So I just love these books that IDW does, and I hope that they continue to do them. I'd love to see Paul Smith's X-Men. That would be totally cool. One of my favorites. That's cool there. Harley Quinn. He draws really pretty women. You can't take that away from Jim. God, I love that picture. That's so great. Some more Harley Quinn. This could be from, yeah, Suicide Squad. I think he did like 1.5 issues or something like that. This is Wonder Woman in her Gal Gadot movie outfit, and it looks amazing. I almost see a little Linda Carter in there. Some people say that Jim Lee draws the same face for everyone, and I don't know. I think they look different. Anyway, here's the afterword and the end piece. So there's that Joker shot, and great, beautiful hardcover, very highly collectible book, DC Legends. Beautiful. Thanks for looking over that with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another one soon. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.